Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Just the Tips, brought to you by Centimeter Perfect. That is Jesse. I am Liam, live from Tokyo. You can find us at CMPerfect_AFL on Instagram, YouTube, where you're watching us now, and our main podcast over on Apple, Spotify, and Amazon. Jesse, we're at the pointy end of the season now. Only two more finals rounds to go. Prelim finals this week. How are you feeling about it?
I'm a bit sore, Liam, to be honest with you.
Oh,
got some
why are you
very sore shoulders from carrying this tipping competition. And, it's crazy.
Which is strange, Jesse, because it's such a short and
I know.
It just doesn't make any sense why your shoulders be heavy.
Just ask Adelaide, Liam. This is the part of the season that matters.
Oh, look, this is my own making. This is my own thing. I came up with this idea, and it was dumb, and it was stupid.
I don't even need to bait you for this.
No, it's okay. I understand. I won the main competition, which was the harder, arguably, competition. You're going to win this little one.
Boring.
I know. Let's not talk about this, Jesse. Give everyone a quick rundown of how we have worked out this final series tipping. You'll know what it is now because you're winning. So now all of a sudden you'll miraculously know how it works.
Rule 1.1. So throughout the final, Centimeter Perfect is tipping out both our perfect bracket and also our individual picks throughout the week. So at the start of the final series, we selected how we thought the bracket was going to play out from the elimination and qualifying finals down to the grand final, while also subsequently tipping throughout with our confidence points being assigned across the 9 games in the final series, 1 point for our least confident win, 9 points for our most. Whoever had the most points at the end, considering the fact you get extra bonus multipliers for having the correct bracket, whoever gets the most points out of all of that will be declared the winner, which I believe, mathematically speaking, the best type of speaking, can be no one else but me.
That is correct, Jesse. No, I haven't got the brackets. I haven't got the brackets per se, but let's just put it this way: you tipped the Hawks to beat whichever team came through in straight sets. That's what happened. So the scores currently sit like this: I got 6 points in this round. I know I got 6 points this round. I've only got a ×1 multiplier because I've only got one correct, and I think that I can only get another one if Geelong win. But then you've also got Geelong. So it doesn't matter. And you got 6 points as well, but your multiplier is now ×3, taking you to 45. There's absolutely no way I can win, but let's just have some fun with it, Jesse. Let's go off on game number 1.
Starting off with Friday night footy, a cracking preliminary final. This one should be one for the ages. Geelong hosting Hawthorn under the bright lights of the MCG. There'll be 95,000 fans packing in. There'll be millions watching both in Australia and globally as well. This is going to be a brilliant game of football. Liam, as the loser, you get to tip first here if you wish, or pass it on to me. What would you like to do?
It doesn't matter, Jesse. It doesn't matter at all. I'll go first. Hawks with 9. Why not? It doesn't really matter. Ultimate fun. No, I think this game actually is going to be a good one. I think whoever comes out of this game is my tip to actually go on and win the entire thing. And I actually think that it will be the Cats, but because this is a timber competition where points are involved and I'm losing by a lot, I may as well not do that. I may as well go hard at the Hawks. But the Hawks are fun. The Cats are fun. This is going to be a cracking game of football. I'm going to leave the analysis to you, Jesse. Go for it.
I'm dirty this isn't the grand final because...
Oh, right. Yeah.
Because... Look, Geelong on my tip for the premiership, it's them, Geelong with 5 here. Let's get that out of the way. Hawthorn could do this, though. They really, truly could. This is the ultimate... This is the anti-Geelong in many ways. And the perfect foil for them. That's not to say the Hawthorn will win this game. I do think Geelong ultimately will win. But I want this game to be good because this game has the potential to be incredible and the type of prelim that we talk about for a very, very long time. The Cats, I think pound for pound, should be able to shut this out. That's the risk the Hawthorn had to face. They're just going to have to go for it and risk burning the candle here to even get to next week. That's probably the one thing for Hawthorn is I don't know if they're going to be able to back it up again off this against either Brisbane or Collingwood. That's a big ask. I'd say Geelong would be a stronger grand final side of these two. In saying that Hawthorn can still win this game. But I'm going Geelong. I think they will really try to shut this one down early if they can get control. Hawthorn may have a very long night trying to get out of there. Even if the margin's not big, it may just be a difficult night for the Hawks to try to get anything going.
Fair enough too, Jesse. Or let's move on to the other game, which is this one. And I'm going to suggest something, Jesse. Just let me go first again, because then you can, and then you can finish off with the actual good footy stuff.
Okay. Collingwood hosting Brisbane also at the MCG this time on Saturday. The grand final rematch from 2023. Both sides desperate to get back to the promised land. Collingwood for 2 and 3 years. Brisbane for repeat of last year's feats. Liam, which one will be there for that last Saturday in September?
Both these teams this year have had funny old runs, like ups and downs and rounds. Lions have been more consistent with their wins. Collingwood had that really bad dip at the end of the year. So I actually really don't know which way this one's going to go. There is one player, though, who has had a very, very quiet end of the year, who I think is going to fire up in this game. That's Charlie Cameron. I think he's going to fire up. He's going to absolutely nuts, and he's going to get the Brisbane Lions over the line with 7 points, Jesse. Brisbane with 7 for me. I think, again, of the two games, I'm probably less excited for this one, but it has the potential to be a cracker. And I think if we're looking for a good grand final, I think the Lions are a better choice. Choice? It's not a choice. Go on, Jesse. Your turn.
Someone's having fun in Japan. I'm going to go Brisbane as well. Brisbane with 6 for me. Look, I just look at Brisbane's game plan. Obviously, they lost the qualifying final to Geelong. But I just look at this and I just think Brisbane have the best game plan as a percentage for September success. They're going to win more games than they aren't in a final series as a general rule with the way they play in finals. I just like them. I like the way they get the job done. They're going to have to look at configuring it if they do win this game for how that's going to look against the Cats next week. We can potentially talk about that more if that is what the matchup is. But I think for Brisbane Collingwood specifically, which is what we have to deal with here, their game plan can work. Collingwood have a lot of guys that can get on a run up forward. Will it be Cameron? Will it be Elliott? Will it be Myercheck? Can he get going? What can they produce up forward with players like that? But I'd like the way Brisbane airily were against the Suns, and it was a diverse Suns forward line too, because it really was Max King, Farah, and a good group of smalls around. That's not dissimilar from how Collingwood play. I think that's a good opportunity for Brisbane to just go the aerial route and just kill off everything, and we know how good Harris Andrews is at that. I expect Brisbane will be very hard to score against. They'll just need to make sure their forward line is able to fire. So Morris needs to have a big game. They'll need guys like Bailey, Cameron, as you mentioned. Lohman needs to back it up as well. They have to get goals out of their smalls and maybe their lesser lights without being disrespectful, along with their proven forward goal scorers like Morris. I'll probably say Morris and Cameron are the two proven, and then they've got to get some output out of their lesser lights and hopefully, ideally, some midfield goals as well.
Very good. Thank you, Jesse. And yes, I am having fun in Japan. So much so that as soon as we're finished recording this, I might go back to the pub.
Okay.
Why not? But this is the commitment.
Can I come?
You can come. It's only
Just bring the laptop.
I should have done that. Maybe next recording, Jesse. Maybe next recording I'll do from a pub. How's that?
Sounds like
that's all for this one, though. That's all for this one. Everybody, send lovely people home, Jesse.
Thanks everyone for tuning into an episode of Just the Tips, brought to you by Centimetre Perfect. Drop your predictions for the 2 games this week down below in the comments. And as a bit of a bonus fun one, can you pick who is going to win the Brownlow? Because by the time we record Just the Tips next week, there'll be a Brownlow medalist probably. So let us know who's going to win the Brownlow. I'll tip now, Nazai Wanganeen-Miller. I just think he's had enough 3-game votes to be in the frame. And it's not Nick Dacos, which is what everyone's going to tip because everyone's quite boring. So, Naz. You, Liam, do you have one?
No, I haven't thought about it, Jesse, but I thought we were getting on the Naz bandwagon for next year. But he has been good this year. He has been very good. We can go early. So I'm going to say Patrick Voss.
Thank you.
Joking, of course. All right. Bye, everybody.